Instagram. Hey, Facebook. Super late, I know, but this is my life sometimes. So I'll pick you up really quick. Tomorrow, I have to be up at 4 in the morning to take a friend to get a procedure at 5 a.m. I didn't even know they did procedures at 5 in the morning. I was like, what time are the nurses getting there? 3? This is crazy, but okay. So because I have to be up at 4 and leave my house at 5, there's just no reality in which I can make my lunch tomorrow or my husband's lunch tomorrow. Like I'm not getting up at 3 to make lunch. And also, I don't want to be making noise in the kitchen at 4 in the morning and wake up my family. This is not a realistic option for me. So what I'm doing is I'm making my lunch tonight. I'm putting it in my slow cooker. So in the morning when I wake up, it's cooked and it's still warm. So I can put it into my thermos and my thermos will keep it warm for me. And so I will have it for lunch at the hospital tomorrow. So this is like something I do a lot, especially in the winter when we're getting ready to go snowboarding. I will put something like a soup or a curry like this into my slow cooker at night. So when I wake up in the morning, it's cooked, it's already warm. I don't have to heat it in the microwave or make any kind of noise. I just put it in our thermos and then it's still warm for us when it's time to have it. It's a great hack. I do it all the time. I love this. And so anyway, I'm going to do that tonight. Yes, tonight. Just throwing it into the slow cooker and then it will be ready in the morning. And I'll post a picture sometime tomorrow so you guys can see the final product. But I also have a fun hack because I realized I didn't actually buy any canned pumpkin, which is needed for this recipe. But I found this cooked squash lingering in the back of my freezer. Don't know why I have this. I literally don't know where it came from. Maybe I was trying to make soup once. So I'm going to substitute that in because that's what we do. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to put this into my slow cooker. You guys can watch and we'll have fun. Okay. Oh, sorry, Instagram. You just face planted. Alrighty, let me see. Turn it over. Okay, so no stove, just my basin. This is technically the basin to a pressure cooker, but it has a slow cooker function, so same thing. My mini assistant is here again with me as always. I love this assistant. So, anyway. Oh, and I am cheating a little bit. I had, from the World Series, we had some friends over that did like vegan hot dogs. And so I have a whole bunch of this chopped onion left over from our hot dog bar. So I'm going to use that tonight instead of chopping my onion. But I do need to pulverize my garlic. So I'm going to do that first. And you guys know me, I always add extra because I just love it. So, and if you're just tuning in, I'm making the pumpkin curry, the slow cooker version, and it's from the meal plan that came out yesterday, which is $10.25. You can get it at getmealplans.com. Okay, so let me get all that garlic in there. Mince this real quick. Cool. Put that in. There we go. Sorry, that's a little bit loud. Okay. I'm going to add, like I said, I'm using pre-diced onion because I have it on hand and it just saves me a little time today. All right. I used about half. So I got my onion in there. So carrot. The other thing is this recipe calls for carrots, and I don't have any big ones, so I'm using baby carrots. And I figure about 8 baby carrots is 1 carrot. I borrowed my friend's scale once and tried to figure it out, and so I would say 7 to 8 baby carrots is 1 carrot. So that's just, let me, Instagram give you guys a better view. Just chop these up really quick. Like I said, I'm going to do about 7 or 8 of these to equal my carrot that I don't have. I keep these baby carrots on hand for our lunches, but also they're the pug's treats. Our dogs get a baby carrot as a treat instead of... Have you guys been counting them? Because I wasn't counting. I was too busy talking. A little more or less of a carrot's not going to make a difference. All right. Yeah, we'll do one more. Why not? Okay, one more. I can't help it. I want to add more vegetables. Okay. So far, nothing too exciting. Okay. So move my carrots out of the way. It calls for sweet potato. This came in my imperfect box. Like, look, you can see how big it is compared to my arm. It's so massive. Like, you see this? So I'm not obviously going to use this whole thing because it's just too big. But I will use half and then save the other half for tomorrow or something. It will find its way into my life. I don't take the skins off my potato, but this one I'm going to give this a rinse just in case. All right, and for those who are just tuning in, I saw a whole bunch join on Facebook. Hey guys, what's up? I'm doing a slow cooker meal tonight, right before bed, basically, because I have to be up at 4 in the morning and I want it to be hot to go into my thermos to take with me. I'm taking a friend to a hospital for a procedure, so I don't want to be making loud noises trying to make my lunch in the morning. And wake everybody up who doesn't need to be up at 4 in the morning. So, all right, I'm just chopping up my sweet potato now. Just dicing it. And the nice thing about this is when I get up in the morning, my house is going to smell really nice. My husband will probably even end up eating this for breakfast and not even eating it for his lunch because he'll be like, oh, look at that hot, delicious breakfast. Alrighty. And like I said, we do this a lot. I will often make stuff in the slow cooker before bed to put in thermos in the morning. If I'm running out the door, it's a really great option if you can't do batch cooking on the weekend, which is what I used to do when I had a lot of time on the weekends. So I need some broth. Here we go. Let's see, what else do I need? Oh, as I mentioned earlier, in case you're late, I forgot to buy canned pumpkin at the store, but I found a whole bunch of, where did they go? Oh, they're holding up Instagram. I found a whole bunch of this frozen squash in my freezer, so I'm using that as a substitute. I had to microwave it to thaw it out, so here's what it looks like all microwaved. But I'm just using that since I don't have canned pumpkin. It's basically the same. You could also use like a pureed sweet potato or some kind of pureed, I don't know, carrot or something. But anyway, that's what I'm using since I don't have the can. Let's see, what do I have? I need some tomato paste. I love these little tubes that look like toothpaste because I never use the whole can, but these little tubes are really practical for me. And you guys have heard me say this before, if you don't have tomato paste, you can usually use ketchup, at least in meal mentor recipes. You might want to double the ketchup, but you can use ketchup instead. I happen to have tomato paste, so that's a miracle. I need to use some curry powder. And I need my coconut milk. So I love it. It has a little top. You guys heard me talk about how much I love those tops yesterday. For a lower fat version, you could just use soy or almond milk. But I really like the coconut milk in this recipe. All right, let's see. Come on. Pour that in. And that's it. I am done. That's it. All I got to do now is I'm going to stir this around just so it looks a little bit more. But that was it. I just put it on the slow cooker function, and it's going to go do its thing while I go to bed. Well, actually, I'm not going to bed right away, but I will eventually get to bed, and then I don't know what happened there. So just a quick little stir around. Oh, it already smells really good. Oh, it's so pretty, too. Look, it's so pretty. So pretty. Pretty. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is that normally this recipe has beans in it, but as you guys know, my husband can't have whole beans, so I'm just going to throw in some of the sriracha tofu. You guys know how much I love it. And since there's like 2 little squares, I'll just leave 1 square for myself and 1 square for my husband. Adds it in. I have rice already made yesterday, but microwave the rice would be easy to do at work or something like that. So really easy. Thank you guys so much for joining me while I put this together. I know it's late for a lot of you. It's super late for me, but sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes you have to make dinner at 8 o'clock at night for tomorrow. Or actually, I'm not making dinner. I'm making lunch for tomorrow. Same. It's been a long day. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Thanks for joining me tonight. I will see you guys soon.